I mean, look at me, number one police, hard guy. You see this guy? He's going to win the Grammy for killing. Because all these hostages, he go fight. You go to hear, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. You see this one where they look?
Which is why we're here to prevent that from happening, sir.
Of course now, that's why I'm here.
So we see the soldiers sneaking into an abandoned factory in the middle of the forest. Just stay with me. Their mission here is to go and rescue their men that was kidnapped recently. And you know the army now. One for all for one. Their leader directed them into the compound, and reaching the place where they expect to see their men, they met a young woman there sitting. Wait, where are the men? Suddenly, the bandits ambush them and begin to shoot at them. We're under attack! Call for backup! They retreat quick. Gunshots still flying. The leader asks them to come outside. Now another one runs behind the leader, and suddenly the team lead was shot from the back. That was how everybody died. Now a few years later, we see our dear Akpos on his way to work. How far now? We hear him singing and greeting boys in the hood. Later we see him take a cab to work and realizes his driver is taking another route and not the regular one. Oga driver, why are you taking this alternative route? The driver says, there's traffic at the other side. I hope you guys are not trying to do what I think you are doing. You guys are mad. He attacked them first, hitting them one by one, kidnappers. Akpos no one carry last. He even attacked the driver until the car crashed. Baba come down from the vehicle, mashing away. Akpos. The car explode. Abba, it's too much. Quick disclaimer. This recap is for educational purposes only. The Waiter is produced by Corporate World Entertainment and directed by Toka, McBaror. This recap is not meant to replace the full movie, nor should it stop you from watching the full movie on Netflix. Also, this recap contains spoilers. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and also turn on the notification icon. Hi, this is Sam. Welcome to the Film Village. Now, Akbos works as a waiter in a 5-star hotel, and on that day, the government is holding a special program in that hotel. So the Minister of Welfare and Poverty Alleviation is coming. The minister is coming to explain, and champion the program that the federal government has put in place to cure poverty in the country. Now, the Labour Congress chairman is the one hosting that program. Now, Akpos arrived to work late because of the issue he had with the kidnappers earlier. So, the head of the security is already active at work, making sure everybody is safe for the government officials coming for the program. Oga already the assignment. He says, I have eye on every floor here, but the focus is on the Congress Hall. Now, we need to secure suddenly 3 NSS agents enters. I am Agent Soji with the National Security Service. I believe you have been briefed on our high-level dignitaries arriving. Femi answers, yes. Agent Soji says they can't leave the security of that day to the ordinary hotel security. He asked all of them to leave the room. Let us do the real work. Chai, embarrassment. A whole chief security officer, Femi, is reduced to an ordinary man. Him and his men have no choice but to leave. And as for Akpos, he just changed into work uniform when suddenly his younger sister Ife sent a message to him that she is rushing their mom to the hospital. What? Akpos quickly calls her back. Ife, what's happening? Ife says, bros, me go. No be small thing like this where we dey carry male rush go hospital. Ife says the mother woke up and could not walk or move at all. See, bros, I know you just paid our rent and you've tried for us, but please, I am broke and we need your help right now. Akpos gets emotional. He doesn't joke with his mom. So he says, Ife, you know you are always broke, but that's not the issue. This has to do with mama. Okay, you know what? I'm at the Crystal Valley Hotel for a job now. When I close in the night, I will send the money. Hey, bros, you are 1 in 1,000, man. Thank you, bros. See, bros, that Crystal Valley Hotel, I do see it on TikTok. It's very beautiful. Akpos say, hey, just give mommy the phone. Akpos spoke with the mother. Mommy, don't do this now. You know you are a goddess. You know the gods don't take drug. The mother prayed for him and thanked him, then they end the call. Now, the head waiter has called for a brief meeting before the conference starts, giving them instructions on what they should and what they should not do. Even their boss is there, except Akpos. Now, the chief security officer, Femi, rushed to complain to the hotel manager. Sir, things are not done that way now. These men are supposed to work with the hotel security and not override our own security. The nonchalant manager just shunned him off, asking him to follow the order. In fact, he's stylishly saying that those men are better than Femi. Now, Akpos finally joins the other waiters. Actually, he doesn't know where they were, so he has been looking for them since. Akpos, you are late. He says, I no be late, I be Akpos. The boss says, oh, the class clown. Akpos replies with, hey, who is this one? You calling me class clown? Do you know me before? See, if they give me the opportunity to service your service, even you will commend my efforts. Like, Akpos start flirting with her. Now, the boss asks Segilola their head to deduct 30% from Akpos' pay. 30%? For what? What did I do now? The boss says, for tardiness, frivolities, and for flirting with me. Now, guys, let's go. Akpos says, it's a lie. Wait, who is she? Segilola says, that's your boss. What? You should have told me now. I thought she was just your cousin. This Akpos. Now we see one waiter pushing a trolley with food to give to the NSS agents in the control room. Good day, sir. Agent Soji says, no one here ordered anything. The waiter says, it's just a complimentary gift from the hotel. We are taking very good care of every government delegate. Oh, and see this Agent Soji. He looks like he's going to like food more than his career. At that same time, we see another delivery man entering the hotel premises from the back. Now, Segilola and Akpos are on their way to get ready for their job. As they were coming down the stairs, suddenly the manager crashed into them, shoving Segilola off the way, and she falls. Akpos says, see this man, he did not even look back. Another pressman, Tonye Bright, helped the girl up. He kept looking at the manager. He says, it's vermin. And the fate of all vermin is to totter on the precipice of a cooking pot till it tips over and fall down below the burning hot oil, which will sever their skin from their flesh from their bones from their spirits, and their spirits away from any hope of ever making heaven, as judgment for stealing from the rest of us. Hey, wetin happen? This anger went to Harvard. Even Akpos is confused. Sir, sorry, did you remember to take your medication today? He quickly walks away. Now the minister and her protocols, including her PA, finally arrives. We see one man from the back send a radio message. He says, the quartet is complete. People are still kneeling, dancing, welcoming the Minister of Poverty Alleviation. Agent Soji has collected the food and he has closed the door. The waiter also passes a message across saying, package on site. Hey, so what's the package? Finally, the minister meets her host, the Labour chairman, the permanent secretary, and everyone. They welcome her. Welcome, ma. Welcome. Now, we see Comrade Caesar, the leader of the Nigerian Labour Congress, about to open the program. At that time, Agent Soji is already perusing the aroma of the food they brought in. So he says, greatest Nigerian workers, great. You all know what I stand for. When it comes to anything youth and Nigerian workers, that is my passion. He gave a very powerful speech of how he is always concerned about the welfare of youths and workers. They start clapping for him. Now, the chief security officer, Femi, was going to his office when he started noticing that, wait, it seems the conference has started. Now, some men hanging around the entrance. Femi is just security conscious, so he's paying attention to everything. Now, the minister once again thanked the Labour chairman for hosting her. She congratulates Mr. Virgil Lane from the USA. So she starts her speech, talking about how the federal government is caring for the welfare, blah, blah, blah. Let's go back to Akpos. He had to go and apologize to his boss. Now, even though he wants to apologize, Akpos is still calling her flirting names. Chenkes, I'm sorry to flirt with you, I don't know you were my boss. I just wanted to try my luck, but please, see, I need my full pay. Are you okay? Now, the minister announced that the federal government has approved the sum of 300 billion naira to be shared through a ministry. Hey, everybody clapping. Now, revolution protesters are already outside gathering. While those protesters are getting ready, they inform those inside that it's time to start the mission. Now, they all look at each other, pass the signal one after the other. All right. Now, time for press question. One reporter raised her hand. Ask this very soft question. The minister answers beautifully. As for Akpos, his boss Idara is still threatening to fire him if he doesn't stop this nonsense. Akpos says, Abba, what's all this? I only toast you. I didn't kill anyone. See, take your voice down, she says. Voice down, call. See, I need the money. My mom is in the hospital. Miss Idara is already getting more embarrassed by this guy. Now, she quickly calls the restaurant waiter to charge her bill to her room. She could not even eat her food anymore. She just wants to leave this guy. So she gets up, look at Akpos, and you are fired. It hasn't gotten to me getting fired now. Akpos says, see how she works. Anyway, since she has been fired, that does not mean Akpos cannot eat. So he sits to finish her food for her. Now, the minister continues answering questions. We see that waiter earlier take a bag into the elevator. Agent Soji is already devouring one turkey from the food. Now, that reporter with anger issues raised his hand for question. Honorable Minister, my name is Tonye Bright from the Daily Voice of the Oppressed Nigerian. Chairman collects the mic. Come again. From where? He says, from the daily voice of the oppressed Nigerian. Chairman says, we don't know you. We only take questions from official news agency that we have verified. Tonye Bright continues with his question nevertheless. He asked the minister if she can guarantee that the money will not end up in their personal accounts. The minister gave a somewhat political answer. She didn't guarantee him. She said that since he is a journalist, you should monitor them and hold them accountable. Politicians. So next question, please. Tonye Bright raised his hand again. And one more thing, please. Tonye stand up dramatically. He don't read. He asked, if this scheme fails, are you willing, you willing to lay down your lives? Are you willing to die? Hey, Chairman shout, please off your mic, please. I see. Tonye gives the go ahead and then the mission starts proper. The gas in the control room first went off. What is this? Ngetsogi perceive it and straight to sleep. Gunshots begin to sound in the conference hall. The terrorists start barging in. They've already captured the manager, Segilola, and everybody. Drop your weapon now. Also, at the dining where Akpos is managing his retirement benefit, unknown gunmen start entering. They brought in guns and bulletproof and begin to dress Tonye Bright. He is the main man. See the wicked smile on his face. The minister is shocked. His men start placing bomb on all corners of the hotel. CSO Femi Aino is still looking around when he sees that gunmen are around. He tries to report it and he was caught. So the hotel alarm sound for all the girls to please stay in their rooms. Everywhere don't scatter. Now that's waiter Hillary that brought in the gas into that control room. Now he enters and he brought out a signal jammer. While all this was going on, we see another guy, a tech guy, pushing a table into one hall downstairs. So he informs Tonye, he says the stage media is ready. Hillary, that waiter, also reports that full lockdown is complete. He turned on the signal, now no one can call outside. The mission is in full effect. So Tonye starts with a very reassuring speech. Is everyone okay? Is everyone alright? They all say yes, some say no. He continues. Are you sure nobody is craving a medal of honor by trying to save everyone? Nobody? Because if you do, these guys start shooting. They shoot at 2 people in the audience, killing them. He says, that's just a taste. Are we clear? See silence everywhere. Nobody can show action. He asks them to take the bodies of those 2 people they killed to the execution chamber. Now, everybody stand up. I'm going to select 20 people. When I point to you, please come out. He start pointing at them, the ministers, the labor chairman, permanent secretaries and all. So they take all of them to the media stage where they will show the whole world what is about to happen. Now when they got there, it's the American man that start talking. He says, he's an American citizen protected by the long arm of the leader of the free world. He's protected by the US Navy, the Marines, the SWAT, even the Boy Scouts are already monitoring you right now and probably on their way here. Chairman Caesar to stand up. Me too. I'm protected by the Nigerian police, the civil defense and Kai. Come on, sit down there. Very funny man. Now Tonye turned his attention to Segilola. Fine girl, do you remember me? She says, yes. Now, what Tonye hates is bully. So he asks her, are you okay? Are you good? He calls the manager. Where's that idiot? Stand up. He asked the manager to give that girl foot rub, for falling her earlier. He says, never done that before. Kick it. I'm a fast learner. Madam, please, which one? They ridicule this man. He starts rubbing the lady's foot. Now, the official broadcast starts. In the broadcast, Tonye complains about the terrible state of the country, how Naira has fallen into the gutter, the rise of inflation, people struggling, and this broadcast is also being streamed on all social media and news channels. Now, in his broadcast, he expressed his pity with the ordinary citizens. He says, you guys are the ones that receive the heat of this economy. He also addressed the rich politicians that steal funds. He asked everyone to stay tuned for what is about to happen. Before we know, news channels like GNN, YouTube, every channel start reporting the news. Even Senator Dino was watching the program, laughing and singing his famous Ajekunle Yalaoje song. Now, the ACP has gathered his men and on his way to the hotel. But Tonye called his phone. He ordered the ACP to call off the police. Even that chopper flying above the hotel should go back. ACP says, no, that's not how the police and crime works. No problem. Tonye says, I already have 2 dead bodies here as a proof that I'm ready for you guys. He hangs up the phone. Quickly, Oga informs Inspector Zika that everyone should abort mission. All the police should leave that hotel. Now, while one of the gunmen was threatening a lady hiding under the table, Hero Akpos pounced on him and grabbed him by the neck. Drop that gun! I waste your life! Drop that gun! Another guest carry a glass and smash it on the other gunman's head. Akpos calmed the guests down. He asked the other man to be on guard, that he needs to go and scan the whole area to make sure that they are safe. Now, remember, Chief Security Officer Femi has been caught and tied up. Now, the guy taking him to where they will handle him briefly take a pause to ease himself. But after urinating, as he was coming out, CSO Femi has escaped, waiting for him. Gish! Another gunman was dragging Mr. Dara when Akpos jumps on him too from behind, smashing a vase on his head. That one too faints. Now he rescued Mr. Dara. Wait, what do you want from us? What do you really want? Tonye says he wants the money. Every dime of that 300 billion naira. What? That's impossible. Kill them all. Wait, what? We see Akpos leading Mr. Dara to safety. She kept thanking him and then also asking, say, what's going on? Who are those guys? Akpos says, why didn't you ask them when they were dragging you? Wait now. What are we going to do? Akpos says, you and who? Are we related? See, better find somewhere to hide yourself. Now, let's go back to the media stage. Tonye insists he needs that 300 billion naira. Now, the American had to explain to him that, bro, it's not possible. We hear you loud and clear, but it's impossible. What I meant to say is, it's going to be pretty difficult under the circumstances. Permanent Secretary says, yes, it's not just difficult, it's illegal. Negotiating with terrorists is a no-no. Hey, shut up. Chairman says, people with guns, it's like this woman is not okay. Mr. Dara had to start begging Akpos to protect her. She promised to pay him 200,000 naira. In fact, 400,000 naira. Akpos just is. So, as beautiful as you are, you can only afford 400k. He asked for 5 million naira instead. What? Okay, come. She promised to pay 1 million naira. Alright. Oh yeah, he brings out his phone. Do transfer. Those guys have jammed all the network. Idara says she has tried to call the police earlier. She couldn't go through. Oh yeah, come. She thanked him. Now, Tonye and the Americana argue for a while. Tonye points out the Americans' hypocrisy. He mentions that they come from the United States to lie that they are helping the masses in this country, but instead they only work to get their own share. It's for their own pockets. The Americana says, come on, I don't even get half of that shit. Unknowingly, this man just confirmed that he truly receives money, even though it's not up to the half. So the minister then says, see, Mr. Tonye, that she is the minister doesn't mean she has direct access to the money he's asking for. Tonye says, I know. There are 3 signatories to the account. Yourself, the Minister of Finance, and the Central Bank Governor. This woman was like, how did you know? How? Alright, she says, but the withdrawal, it's complicated. Tonye says, yes. You need your 16-digit code to access the Hey. How did this guy know everything? Who is the inside person giving this guy information? Alright, she says, they need the signatories here. Tonye says, don't worry. By the grace, we already have them. Don't we, darling? Minister looked back at her PA like, oh, she's just my special assistant, so she doesn't know anything about my... Oh, shut your mouth. What? Wando, the PA is the inside woman. She works for this guy. He says he intentionally placed her to work with her for the past 6 months. She's going to be our residence genius accountant. She will oversee the transfer. Minister says, alright, but the code is quite long. The PA starts reciting the code all from her memory. This lady has crammed everything over the months. Now, the patriotic permanent secretary begins to advise the minister not to fall for them, to show them they don't negotiate with terrorists. While she was speaking, minister began to palpitate, started having headache. She faints. Ma'am, see what you are doing to my minister. Don't you just laugh? Look at these boys. They cock their gun. She wakes up straight. Hey, don't shoot. Permanent secretary says, Honorable Minister, you were faking it. I beg, shut up. This woman and her sharp mouth. Now, let's return to Akpos and his boss, Mr. Dara. They eventually sneak into one part of the hotel that's a bit safe. Well, because the next thing they hear is the elevator sound. They quickly hide themselves. 2 gunmen enter. Now, while these men are still enjoying the view, boom, she hits that one on the head. While Akpos, as usual, grabbed the other one by the neck. Akpos Akpos her neck. He continued to squeeze. Even Mrs. Dara started to beg for this gunman. It's okay, Akpos, it's okay. Akpos leave and then blow a kiss at this woman. Action man, Avenger Akpos. Now celebrities across the country have started seeing another broadcast from Tonye. Even Akpos' younger sister Ife also saw the news. Tonye told the whole country that he has taken control of the money and is about to spread love. History is about to be made. He will distribute cash, He even announced where he is and that he is doing all this on behalf of Nigerians. You are welcome. Senator Dino continues, we have to take care of the poor because if we don't take care of the poor, so Mr. Dara is worried. Is he dead? Akpos says, don't worry, they will rise on the third day like they are Jesus or something. So he searched them to know who they are and who they work for, but instead they found the gum in their pocket. He started chewing the gum. On serious fellow. Now this event took until night. The outside is fully mounted with police. They can't go in now, not until the police superintendent arrive. Now immediately Inspector Zika sees the superintendent arriving. Oh my goodness, she goes to welcome him. All these nepo babies that enter the police force through their parents. He doesn't even know shit. He can't do his job. This superintendent starts flirting with Zika instead, saying any jurisdiction under her is a very lucky one. He says, I'm Winston Naguma from headquarters. He continued flirting with her, even promising to help her get promotion. Hey, voila. Now Farida, the permanent secretary, asked Tonye, how do you sleep at night? With such thieving heart? Tonye says, oh, sorry, I sleep during the day and I work at night. Mr. Virgil, the Americana, continues again. That money is for the poor. I mean, take a cut or something. But to clear out the whole thing? Come on. Now we see Superintendent Winston outside checking the situation reports, and instead of focusing on the job at hand, this man is focusing on Tonye's tribe. He's a Rivers boy. You know I'm a Rivers boy too, right? And Rivers boy, we have something about us. We are hard guys. Okay. See Policeman Pro Max. Eventually, CSO Femi and Akpos met in the kitchen while seeking shelter. Who are you? Femi says, I'm the chief security officer at the Crystal Valley Hotel. Now, who are you? He says, I am Akpos, chief waiter of the event. Now, they don't trust each other, so they were about to start fighting when they heard noise. Shh, they quickly go and hide. Now, as for Tonye, we see him laughing at the Labour chairman because Mr. Chairman says he is fighting for the common man. Chairman says, taking the money will darken the destiny of the common Nigerian. Tonye points out his own hypocrisy. He tells the chairman that is it not the one that the government used to make the common man agree to low pay? After the common man has agreed, this chairman will later go back to become friend with the oppressor. Labour chairman says, okay. Even though everything he said is true, it is not. Let's assume it is true. Are you not worse than me? Tonye was about to adjust his jaw. Hey. He quickly apologized. Farida says, no, never. Never apologize for courage, even if it takes you to your grave. You do your worst to him. To who? Do my worst to her. Tonye says, this woman's mouth is sharp. Guys, take her to the execution chamber. Farida, the permanent secretary, starts to cry and beg. As for Winston, he says, look at Burna Boy. He won the Grammy. Hard guy. Look at me, #1 police. Hard guy. You see this guy? He's going to win the Grammy for killing. Cause all this on stage, he go bye. You will hear rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. You see this guy? Inspector Zika quickly cuts in. That's why we are here, to avoid that. Authority can't star. He continues flirting with this girl again. Now, 2 gunmen enters the kitchen and both Akpos and Femi start handling them. The fight here was very interesting. Akpos laid one of them on the table and burst a bottle on his head. You know me? You dey mad? Now they crazy. Femi quickly pull him away before he takes things personally. You did good. Go and get your babe. Akpos says, she's not my babe. She's my boss. Now, Femi picks up one of the gun only to realize that there is no bullet inside. Chai. Now, outside, Winston is already preparing his speech that he is going to give after capturing Tonye. Now, instead of walking, this man is asking his PA to use so and so filter for his video so it will look good on social media. Hey. Now, Femi insists on being in charge of the 3 of them. He wants them to follow him, but Akpos does not trust him. Remember, Mr. Dara has already promised Akpos 1 million naira, so Akpos need to work for his money. The argument increased though. Femi insists that since it sounds more like he knows what he is talking about, they had to follow him. Now we see Winston outside still asking his PA to adjust his speech, to use some words because he doesn't want his speech to sound somehow by the time his men burst in. Sika asks, burst in? You will endanger the life of those hostages. Winston says, see, there's nothing he can do about that. The moment Tonye captured them, their destiny has been sealed. His goal now is just to capture Tonye. So what I need you to do now is tell the strike team to be on standby. Now, Femi and Akpos are hashing out a plan to go and turn off that signal jammer so they can be able to reach people outside and save everyone. Akpos agrees, but he says that what he will never do is save those government ministers, those thieves that embezzles our money. Hey. This is not the point. Idara says, they paid the money I am using to pay you. Akpos say, because they paid you now, that's why you can't speak the truth to power. Guys, they start arguing, you know this normal argument they have in Nigeria. They just argued a lot until Femi had to break them up. We don't have time for this. If you want to survive, you have to trust me. I've worked here for 3 years. I know every nook and cranny of this hotel. So if you want to leave, then stay close to me. They quickly followed him into the elevator. Idara says, good. It feels good to follow someone who understands their environment. Akpos just look at her, hiss and turn away. Now the elevator gets to their destination, and as he opens, 3 thugs were already waiting for them. You are welcome, guys. After a while, Tonye is resting, and there we see a flashback of the opening scene of this movie when the soldiers went on a mission. Tonye was actually among those men. It was what happened on that mission that is making him do what he's doing right now. Now he looks worried. Now, one day the girlfriend approached him and asked if he is scared. He says a soldier without fear has lost. So that small amount of fear is normal. Wando promised him that nothing will go wrong. He should focus. Now, as for Akpos, those guys have been delivering different punches through dispatch rider on their faces. They beat Akpos until his mouth started bleeding. Femi asked them to stop. They were only following his orders. Akpos asked him to shut his mouth up. He is the reason they got caught. We should follow you, Ko. You allowed this Ikorodu Avenger to when the guy punch his mouth. Femi says, abeg, beat him. Yes. Akpos and his mouth, they start begging that they should leave him alone. Now, while Tonya and Nando were sharing a reassuring kiss, this guy enters. Boss, the minister wants to see you. She demands to see you. He wants to go when Nando stops him. No. She is no more a minister. This is not our government. It's yours. She should be the one to come and see him. Oh, God. Now, they brought all of them to another location where they were hiding some hostages. They dressed those hostages like the justices of the country. Tonye says they will be the one to dish out justice against the ministers versus the masses. He calls the manager. Do you want to wear a gown and join the bench? Manager says, oh, yes, of course. Come on, sit down there. Nonsense. Now, back to business. Minister, you called for me. Minister says, no, I didn't summon you. I wouldn't dare. Then Nando announced that the transfer is ready for 2,000 accounts. Wait, you are sending the money to 2,000 accounts? Tonye says, no, much more. So much more. Guys, the money Tonye is collecting, he wants to distribute it to Nigerians. He says he is not a thief. He doesn't steal. He takes offense with being called a thief. Now, Tonye starts calling his friend and talking about why they joined this mission. First, Ejiro, the government promised to pay them for the oil spill in their water that killed their fishes. They only promised on paper. The money? No show. And Nando's parents' house was demolished with lies that it was illegally built. They demolished the house and gave that land to another person to build on that same place. And as for him, Tonye, he says he was on a mission to rescue his men, not knowing that it was a trap. Then we see that Tonye was the team lead that ran outside, and another soldier came out and shot him from the back, leaving him for dead. Now, who is behind that killing? Well, later you see. Now, at the restaurant, one of the guests is already playing soft flutes to calm down the distressed hostages, especially the young ones there. Wait, the minister says, but how does your past experience concern my ministry? Okay, I almost forgot. Then he explained. The colonel that planned that mission that set them up and sent them into that trap, Colonel Jackson Edet. Wait, my husband? It was her husband that sent them to be captured and killed because he was selling guns behind their back. She says, My husband died in a brutal car accident, and after that, his accounts were hacked and emptied. Oh, it was Tonye and his guys that planned the accident as payback and then emptied her husband's account. This minister begins to cry. Now, Tonye continues his speech. He says, Your Honor, does my friend and I deserve justice? What do I do? This guy says, Boss, do give away. Nice. Now we turn to the TV. Friends, kindly acknowledge when you receive alerts. Thank you. Akpos laugh. He says, This guy is giving me joy. I like this guy. Now Idara says, he's a thieving bastard. Akpos says, no, he is better than those people he is attacking. Anybody sharing palliative is a friend of the masses. Before we know it, people start receiving alerts. 1 million naira each. See as joy food the streets. Even me, while making this recap, received my own alerts. Then I realized I was dreaming, so I wake up. So social media is full and trending. Tonye Bright is becoming Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. They even interviewed Brain Jota. Brain Jota says, no, it's not a good thing. When you see evil, speak up. Because money is involved now, it seems he has bought all your conscience. Then his own alert enters. Brain Jota change mouth. That guy could be doing God's work. Oh. He even start dancing. Akbos continued to praise him. Say he also has a younger sister that went to school. Despite graduating, she could not get a job. Now with Akbos complaining, this talk that the gunmen begin to think that Akbos is ready to join them. Unknown that Akbos was only distracting them while losing his bond. Come, I like you, the talk says. What's that your name, Seth? He says, my name, Akpos Ogoro Generuko Umukoro Dafe. The A is violence. Action! See beating Pro Max. Another round of here, watcha, watcha. They took all of them down. Now Femi pick another gun only to see that wait, no bullet in this one too. He checks another one. No bullet. Wait, so they've been threatening them with empty guns since. Let's go. Stepping outside, they saw another gunman. If you move, I'll blow your head. They already know it's empty gun now. Say follow up. Alright, wake up, wake up. Where is the signal jammer? They start swiping left and right on this guy's face like Android phone. Now that talk that was holding Akbos wake up and quickly report to Hillary that there is this guy Akbos, another guy giving them hard time. Hillary then passed the message across to Tonye, and then Tonye sent the men with real guns to go and clean up. They were still swiping left and right on this guy's face. Then the guy told them where the signal jammer is. The control room, the control room. Suddenly, those guys start shooting at them. They hide and run. Akbos begin to scream, I'm a choosing. Finally, Femi entered the control room and got a one-on-one combat with Hillary. The fight took a while because even Hillary knows small. This guy fight well. He took the strong Idara to take him down. Now, they turn off the signal jammer. Immediately, people inside the bank too start receiving their own alerts. Network is back. Wait, Tonye noticed the alerts coming. What's going on? Nando says, it's the jammer. It's been switched off. Nah. See, show me his face. Nando quickly opens the staff file. Oh, Akpos Dafe. He sees all the information about Akpos. He says, okay, fine. I know what to do. Now he goes outside and tells his men to find Akpos and Femi and bring them over. Now as those ones leave, Mwando joins him. Another round of kissing again. He don't do. We know these guys are a couple in real life. Abeg, stop tempting me. Stop tempting me. I'm a choosing. No, I'm not. Now they start discussing what they will do with their own share of the money. $100 million. They will jackpot and hide forever. Now as soon as they leave, unknown to Tonye that his media guy heard everything they said. Now as for the Rivers boy, Winston is already preparing the fight squad to go in despite Zika's warning that they should not go in. Now Tonye is aware that the police are trying to come in. So Winston is preparing his winning speech again when Idara sees on the screen that, wait, these are the police are coming. Femi quickly tried to stop them. He says they are walking into a trap. You need to call outside. Tonye guys have switched from empty bullets to real bullets. Now war. Femi tries to access the audio but it's not working. He needs to stop the police before disaster happens because the police doesn't know Tonye's men are coming for them. In fact, they are waiting for them. What to do? Okay, Akpos can help. Akpos is already outside receiving a call from his sister when Idara calls his number through the staff record. Now, he picks Idara's call and Femi asks him to please help. He needs to quickly pass through another way to the garage to go and stop the policemen so they don't get ambushed, to let them know that it's an ambush and stop that massacre. Akpos says, fine. You mean you want me to use my own 2 legs to return to Ukraine? Idara begs him to please. All right then. What do I need to do? Femi begins to guide him. Go here, go. Now, Zika continues to beg Winston. This is clearly a bad idea. You should call it off. We are not calling anything off, Winston says. Only a Rivers boy can defeat a Rivers boy. Chai, Winston. He even starts singing, as the life of a city boy. Oh yeah, okay? Damo. Oh Lord. Now, Femi continues to direct Akpos to the garage. Hurry. Now, the police entered the garage. They took their position, not knowing the terrorists that circled them already. Unknown to the policemen, they shout, drop your gun and get on your knees now. Boss, we have been surrounded. Then surround them back, Winston says. Tony then informs them on the radio to stand down. Your life is in my hands now. He doesn't want any more deaths. Winston continues, we do not comply with terrorists. We apprehend them. Hey, Oga, they have apprehended us. Another police says, my wife just born, Oga. I think we need to surrender. Tony asks them to surrender. If they die, their deaths will be on him. Another of Asabi police says, obey the last order. Winston says, good. You see you right there. 1 bottle of cold beer for you. Hold your ground. Without Tonye giving the order, one of Tonye's boys starts shooting. They ended all the police officers. Akpos' hand dropped. Winston's hand fall. Baba is confused. He quickly ran away from the scene. Even Tonye is disappointed. This is bad. Wahala just enter. Before we continue, guys, I am happy to inform you that you guys can now join our WhatsApp channel by using the link in the description. This is where you'll be getting faster and regular updates about our next project, and where you also get to vote on the recap you want. Also, we need you to subscribe to our second YouTube channel, Storybase, for our own special and original stories. We have only begun and we promise things will get better. Please, guys, we need your support on that channel. Thank you very much. Now, back to the program. So Tonye turns to the ministers. You did this. He says if they had done their jobs, those policemen would still be alive. Is that their same nonsense that made them put an unprofessional policeman like Winston in that position? Now Femi quickly leaves the control room while Idara called Akpos, comforting Akpos not to worry. He tried his best. He should not blame himself for the death of those policemen. Now while still on that call, 2 thugs enter the control room there to grab her. Akpos hear her distress on phone. He quickly follows up. See action man running. These honey terrorists want to compromise Idara when Akpos entered. What? He released all the anger in him on those men. He beats, bites all of them. He's tired though, but still he used his last strength to say, my name na Akpos. The A is violence. Action! After a moment of tension and blaming, telling the ministers how they are the cause of all this problem in the country, Tonye says, this was supposed to be a bloodless operation. Labour chairman says, I beg your pardon, bloodless. I have had enough. I saw you kill 2 people right in front of us. Tonye says, I did not kill anybody. And then the 2 people they shot earlier walk inside. Guys, actually, back then when they shot at the crowd, it was fake. They planned it. They did not actually shoot anybody. So Tonye did not really mean for anybody to die during this operation. Anyway, his lookout guy outside called Tonye that phase 2 has started. Now, after receiving the call, his media guys block him, telling him that, wait, we plan to share all the money with the masses. But I heard you and Nando talking about $100 million. That's not what they planned. Tonye promised to give him $10 million if he keep quiet. This guy says no. He's okay with the 100,000 naira payments that he's owed. But as he was about to leave, Tonye promised him $20 million instead. Now greed entered this boy's eyes and he started demanding for $50 million or else he will tell the others. Phew! Nando stabbed him from the back. They silenced him finally. And as for the NSS, they are still busy sleeping it off. So Tonye asked, how far? She says transaction complete. They've sent all the money. Good. He thanked everybody and says it's time to leave. Akpos received a call from Tonye while he is changing his clothes. He asked Akpos to come and meet him in the toilet. He mentioned Akpos' mother and sister Efe. What? How did he know about them? He says his guys are already with them at the hospital. You want to be a hero now? Akpos raced down to the toilet. Now all the terrorists has changed their clothing. Akpos barged in the toilet. Guy, let me tell you, if anything happened to my mom, I will die with you. Tonye called the mother on video call and gives the phone to Akpos. The mother informed Akpos that he should thank that his friend though. Tonye walks out. The mother says they took her to a better hospital. They even paid for everything, all her drugs and fees. They even gave them money, so much money that their phone went off. Akpos is surprised. So they did not attack. They instead went to, hey guy, come. Instead, cleanup has started outside. They remove all the bombs they placed. They start disguising themselves, removing their gun and everything. Now Femi got to the restaurant. Everybody was led out of the hotel. While they were running out, the terrorists mixed together with the people. So the police doesn't know who is who. Tonye escaped through the underground back, The police finally saved the ministers, the chairman, including courageous Farida. Femi returns to the control room to wake up the NSS. He says, I can see that you and your men have been doing the real work. He mocked him back. He did not untie them. He left them there with their hands and walked out. Now, Tonye got out through the underground manhole leading to the express. Inspector Zika caught Nando on her way out. See fitness. This woman fits. Tonye waited and waited. Since Nando did not show up, he did not know she has been arrested. He had to leave her and go. Now, Akpos finally gets to see Miss Idara. She thanked him for his effort in everything, saying if not for him, things would have gone sideways. Akpos says, you see that 1 million naira you are going to pay me, Help me give it to your father as deposit for your bride price. Idara burst into laughter. They held hands, and as they were about to kiss, CSO Femi shouts, Akpos! Our lives are going to be the news headline now. Akpos just look at this man. Hi. May God not spoil your moments. Femi say, what did I do? Femi realized he just blocked their kiss. He burst into laughter. Akpos, so you don't get girlfriend then? Then the movie ends. No. Months later, a special mission was carried out to capture Tonye. We see policemen cornering his location. This guy senses it, and as he turns back, the movie ends. We know AY very well. He likes to make part 2 of his movie. So I won't be surprised if we get a part 2 of The Waiter. So guys, did you enjoy this movie? Did you receive your own alerts or not? Please share it with us in the comment section. Let's talk. Thanks for watching this video. For more amazing content and film reviews, please subscribe to this channel. And until we meet again, I am Sam, and this is the Film Village.